Hello friends, welcome back to the video series on permutation and combination. In the previous videos, already we have discussed on the permutation and also we have discussed on some examples of permutation. In this video, we would discuss on more examples on permutation. Let's start with the first example. Suppose the question is like that, in how many ways 5 men and 4 women sit together such that they are alternatively seated. Now, there are 9 persons. 4 men, that is 5 men, and women to be alternatively seated, that means 4 women. So, women must occupy even places. So, that means the first one must be the man, then the woman, then the man, then once again the woman, then man, then once again the woman, then man, then woman, and finally the man. Now, men can be arranged among themselves. How many men are there? Now, 5 men. So, they can be arranged in P5P ways. That must be based on permutation because the arrangement may be in any type. So P5P, that means 5 factorial. And for each of these ways, women can be arranged among themselves in 4P4 ways. So the required number of ways must be 5P5 into 4P4. That means 5 factorial into 4 factorial. So the result is 2880. Let's proceed in the next problem. The question is, how many 4-digit numbers can be formed out of the digits 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9 if no digit is repeated in any number? Another question, how many of these will be greater than 3000? Now, for the first question, how many digits are there? There are practically 7 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, the number of ways to form a 4-digit number, that means out of 7 digits. So, from 7 digits, we have to select 4 digits. So, that is 7P4, or the result is 840. Now, the next question, how many of these will be greater than 3000? A 4-digit number out of the given digits is greater than 3000 if it begins with any of the digits, that is 3, 5, 7, 8, or 9. That means how many digits are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, 1000 digit can be chosen in 5 ways. The other 3 digits can be chosen out of the remaining 6 digits. That means we have chosen, suppose 3. So the remaining digits are 6. Suppose I have chosen 5. Then the other remaining digits are 6. So that 6 digits can be chosen in 6P3 ways because we have to choose the other 3 digits. So the required number of 4-digit numbers must be 5 into 6P3 or 5 into 120. That means the 600. Let's check the next problem. The question is, how many words can be made using all the letters in the word Monday? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means 6 letters are there. How many of them begin with the M and do not end with Y? So there are 6 different letters in the word Monday and they can arrange among themselves. So practically that must be 6p6 or in 6 factorial ways. So 6 factorial means that is 720 ways. Now the question is, how many of them begin with M and do not end with Y? So the number of words beginning with M, put the letter M in the first place. Always the M must be in the first place. The remaining 5 letters, there are total 6 letters. Now the remaining 5 letters. Always we have to remember that do not end with Y. So the remaining 5 letters arrange among themselves. Suppose the first time we are arranging in that way that the M must be in the first place and all the other 5 letters in any place. So that must be 5 factorial ways, or that is 120 ways. But the question is, do not end with the Y. So the number of words beginning with M, that is 120, and the number of words begin with M and end with Y. So put M in the first place and Y in the last. So the remaining 4 letters can be arranged in 4 factorial ways or 24 ways. Now here that one end with Y. So subtract it. That means here the number of words begin in M and not end in Y, that must be 120 minus 24, or that is the 96. Let's check the next problem. How many numbers, each lying between 1000 and 10,000, can be formed with the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Now the condition is no digit being repeated in any number. Since the numbers formed with the given digits lie between 1000 and 10,000, it is clear that the numbers must be of 4 digits. So it is always of 4 digits. Hence, the required number of numbers, that means the number of permutations of the given 7 different digits taken 4 at a time. Once again, lying between 1000 and 10,000, that means the number is starting from 1001 up to 9999. So that means all the digits would be of 4. Now there are total 7 digits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So out of 7, we are choosing 4. So that means 7p4, or that is 840. Let's check the next problem. Very interesting. Prove that 0 factorial is equal to 1. Already we have in the factorial notation that 0 factorial is taken as 1. So we have to prove here that 0 factorial is equal to 1. Now we know NPR is equal to n factorial upon n minus r factorial. Now put r is equal to n. So NPN, that means n factorial upon n minus n factorial. So that one is becoming, the numerator is now n factorial and the denominator is 0 factorial. Now we know NPN, that means n factorial. So we can write NPN as n factorial and right hand side as the numerator n factorial upon 0 factorial. So 0 factorial means n factorial upon n factorial, or that one is becoming 1. So we can say 0 factorial is equal to 1. Let's check the next problem. The question says, out of the letters capital A, capital B, capital C, small p, small q, small r, how many different words can be formed if, the first question, the words always begin with a capital letter? Second question, the words always begin with a capital letter and end also with a capital letter. So let's check the solution. Since the words formed with the given letters begin with a capital letter, how many capital letters are there? Now that one, capital A, capital B, capital C, that means 3 capital letters are there and 3 small letters are there. So the first place must be filled up with a capital letter. So that is capital A, capital B, capital C. Again, we have 3 capital letters A, B, C. So the first place can be filled up in 3P1 ways or 3 ways, because we are choosing only the first place as a capital letter. And for each such arrangement, the other 5 places can be filled up by the remaining 5 letters in 5P5 ways. So 5 factorial, that means 120 ways. So the required number of words beginning with a capital letter, that one is 3 into 120 or 360. Now the second question is, the words always begin with a capital letter and end also with a capital letter. So to find the number of words beginning and ending up with capital letters, we must fill up the first and the last place with the capital letters. Clearly, these 2 places can be filled up with the 3 capital letters A, B, C in 3P2 ways or 3 into 2 or 6 ways. And for each such arrangement, the other 4 places can be filled up by the remaining 4 letters in 4 factorial ways. That means 4P4 ways. So 24 ways. So the required number of words beginning and ending with capital letters, that means 6 into 24 or 144 ways. So this is how we can solve the problems on permutation. In the next video, we would proceed with the combination.